Hi guys, good afternoon. It's Henny Fick. We're broadcasting from Johannesburg. Beautiful day here. Hope we're going to see some good bridge. It looks like we're in a pretty tight 3-0 trump contract here for North-South. On a club lead. Declarer seems to be short of a few tricks. I logged in a touch late, so couldn't quite catch the auction. 1 diamond, 2 no trump, 3 no trump. Okay. All right, so with 3 pretty chunky suits from the North hand, I think North was well within her rights to try a 3 no trump contract. The last thing we would normally expect our partner to be quite weak and so short is probably in the club suit in this auction. So I think for those of us that maybe played an inverted minor raise system where it might have gone 1 diamond, 2 diamonds, and then the North hand making some shape showing bids, maybe a 2-heart bid and so on, we might have been able to stop a little bit shorter. All right, so all roads here to leading at least 2 down. Okay, so Declarer has got to guess the location of the Queen of Spades here to get out for 2 off. In the other room, we can already see that North-South was able to stop in a much better spot of 3 diamonds where they made an over trick. So this should be a nice pickup for the Eastern Cape team. In the East seat, we've got Chris Castellane and his partner Naomi Solomons, 2 very experienced players, the most experienced bridge players left in the Eastern Cape, I would say. And in the North seat, we've got Linda Campbell and John Barlow in South from KwaZulu-Natal. All right, so just coming back to okay, so East-West here playing a multi 2 diamond. I'm pretty sure South is gonna will bid. I think that his choices would be between bidding 3 diamonds and potentially trying a 2 no trump overcall, showing a balanced hand with. For some of us 15 to 18, others somewhere in the range of 16 to 19 points. Whatever his action, we might well get it. I was expecting if we play a multi 2 where we're showing a 6-card major, I think the West hand would have done a little bit better, making a pass or correct bid at a higher level. bidding 3 hearts, basically saying, partner, I'm happy to play in at the 3 level in your suit, whatever it may be. So that would have personally been my choice by Naomi's hand. It's pretty much like when we know what partner's suit is, having opened, let's say, a week 2 in spades, we would want to raise the bar immediately, making life really hard for the opponents to guess their level and guess their right spot. So when we hold both the majors and at least in the shape 3 and 3 as the responder to the multi, assuming that partner's got a 6-card major in his hand, which is normally the case, we should really take bidding space away as quickly as possible. It would have been interesting to see what South's decision would have been if the bidding had gone 3 hearts past 3 spades by Chris, and now the bidding came back to him. He would have really had a tough bid to make. Yeah, he's been able to double, show his suit, show his hand, and no harm really done. All right, so for Chris, I think somewhere soon a heart shift will be necessary to defeat this contract. Otherwise, Chris will have time to play up to the heart queen twice and potentially be able to get a heart away on that, and of course with the ace of hearts on side, then only losing 1 heart. In fact, he should always, yeah, we need a heart shift to beat the hand. And of course, then if South does switch to the Queen of Hearts, North must be disciplined enough and let that go by to keep the communication between the South and the North hands. Okay, so in the other room, the opponents did play in 3 spades, -1. So we are going to duplicate that score and that contract in this room. All right, so the play goes so quickly, it's sometimes pretty hard to follow. I just want to see where the defense actually slipped a trick. Oh, all right. Okay. So, yeah, so North could have saved the day by overtaking her partner's 9 of hearts with the jack. Oh, that would not have worked. The 9 of hearts unfortunately created a blockage for the defenders to cash the extra heart and 2 clubs. So if the south hand exited, we of course conceded a rough and discard, which allowed East to get a loser in hearts away. Okay, so here North has chosen a weak jump response in hearts, showing normally for us, under responsive values. So something in the range of 2, 3 to a bad 6 points, I would think is the norm. We can see here that she's with her concealing the spade suit. Unfortunately, we might not reach our optimal spot of 4 spades. Okay, so the 3-odd bid by South inviting game. I do think with the extra values and a partial fit with partner in diamonds, the North hand, and of course the extra distribution, it seems right for the North hand to accept the game invite. All right, so with the King Queen of Hearts in East, but unfortunately 4 cards, declarers should lose 4 hearts altogether. And it looks like, and it might have been the same guess that declarer was down to in a spade contract. Declarer will have to pick where the Jack of Spades is, and so finesse to through the right hand for the Jack of Spades. So declarer here will lose 2 heart tricks. Of course, when declarer plays the Jack of Hearts from dummy or a small heart to the 8, she'll probably do best to play the Jack. Castellane will not cover because he's got enough hearts to protect both his King and Queen. If he does cover, he'll concede a trick, an extra trick that he was not supposed to. So let's see what happens. I suspect the next card that might hit the table is the Jack of Hearts, or a small heart to the 8 would also be correct. Right, there we go. Declarer will pretty soon be down to the critical decision of the hand, and she should do that quite quickly. Which hand is she going to play for the Jack of Spades? I think she's going to play it correctly now. She's most likely to play to the high honor first on the other side, the Queen, and then potentially play up another spade. All right, so nicely done by Linda. Oh, sorry, I've just somehow Linda's shortened her own trumps here, and that has created the opportunity now for Chris to rough, draw a last trump, and to make the last trick the Queen of Diamonds. I thought she was making this. The correct line would have been, after she played to the Queen of Spades, to play straight back to the King of Spades. Once she cashed her diamond trick, or I think she played a diamond and roughed a diamond, she now short roughed herself and basically gave up control of the hand, and that cost quite dearly. Okay, so normal spade opening bid. I think North's decisions are between doubling and bidding 2 clubs. I spoke earlier about overcalling 5-card suits, and because we want to keep the heart suit potentially in play, I think a double is more correct. Of course, North could overcall a no trump as well, but I think with the distribution not quite being right, I wouldn't do that. Interesting. Pass was the last option that I might have considered on that hand. I think we need to get into the auction with these hands, and I think a takeout double is best. If it so happens that your partner returns a bit of diamonds, which we all fear because we've got a doubleton diamond, we should just pray and hope that partner's got a few more than 4, which would have worked out pretty well in this instance. Okay, so double dummy, I think this hand might only go down if we find a small diamond lead somehow, where we can set up a diamond and get win a diamond, get a club switch, and eventually later enjoy a heart and a spade. But I don't think North was ever going to find that. North was really end played from the opening lead. She could have led a heart. That wouldn't have helped. The only lead that might have helped was a diamond and a 2 partners, 9 or jack or king, and a club back, which would have quickly set up a club trick before declarer could build a discard in the heart suit. All right. So in the other room, the West Hand didn't take as rosy a view of her hand after a pretty similar auction. 1 spade doubled, 3 spades by partner. The West Hand decided to pass. So another lovely 10 imps for the Eastern Cape here. My old provincial mates making me proud. I think a double by the North Hand might have slowed down the West Hand, actually, with in the knowledge that a lot of the big cards would have been more unfavorably placed. So I am very surprised by the lack of a bid by the North Hand on that last board. Not bid and wait approach is often not the way to win imps. Okay, so just a bit of a discrepancy in how many tricks Naomi actually made on the last board. Let's see, I don't know. Okay, it sounds like 10 was correct. Okay, so again, not 100% sure of the north-south methods if they do play inverted minors here. Important to discuss with your partner whether you play inverted minor raises even by a passed hand. I think it should be played after a pass by our left-hand opponent, or right-hand opponent. So for North, 2 clubs might be an inverted raise still. In that instance, you should just bid 2 diamonds. Oh, sorry, 1 diamond. With 7 high card points and 5 clubs, I do think that 3 clubs is a little bit on the a little bit of a weak bid. Although at the vulnerability, it's pretty fine. Okay, so the Eastern Cape running away with this just at the start, 32-0 at this point in time. They should feel pretty happy and confident at this point in time. Okay, so when we play a hand where the long trumps are actually, so the long trumps are in the north hand, so what she can count at this point in time is probably 2 club losers and 2 potential spade losers, provided she trumps at least a diamond in the dummy. She should get home quite comfortably, losing only 2 spades and 2 clubs in the end. Oh, sorry, South is playing it. I wanted to get to that. So if you're playing a South and your trumps are in the long hand, you've got to look at it from the North perspective. So where there's 2 spade losers there's a couple of, or 1 diamond loser and 2 club losers. So that diamond loser needs attention. So Johnny's playing this quite nicely. Got to rough that 4th diamond. Best would now be for him to trump the heart and play another diamond, making sure that that's not a loser either, because if we draw trumps, the hand with the 3rd trump might eventually be able to trump our diamond trick. So he did really well here. He should have no problems from here on. Okay, so not too much that East-West can do here to stop this. So we'll get a claim quite soon. It looks like this will be a little bit of a pickup for North-South, with 1-0 trump going down in the other room, played by South. I suspect that the bidding must have gone a club, a diamond, and no trump, which must have ended the auction there. Okay, a beautiful, boring auction. On the natural lead here of the King of Clubs, the declarer should win with a guaranteed extra club stopper in the dummy, and will then probably go after the diamond suit to quickly make sure he gets at least 3 tricks there. Now, the normal suit in which we'll play the diamonds, or the normal way in which we would play the diamonds, would obviously be from the dummy. But, okay, so here we got a bit lucky. That lead immediately gave us an extra entry to the dummy, and we're going to play the diamonds now in the normal fashion. If the King of Clubs was led where the declarer would win with the ace, I think diamonds are then best played from his hand, because to get to the dummy to take the diamond finesse, which might not work anyway, would have dislodged our second last heart stopper, which could become a bit of a problem towards the end of a hand. So if declarer won with the ace of clubs, he would count 2 club tricks, 2 heart tricks, and would just need 3 diamond tricks. So not needing all the diamonds, he could just play diamonds out of his hand to set up the third diamond, definite diamond trick. I must say that online bridge does not make for the slowest bridge matches and games most of the time. I think we often function a little bit on autopilot, and I don't think that's necessarily a good thing. I've been struggling today in my commentary to keep up with the play and the bids. It's absolutely at the speed of lightning. So just as a recommendation, I think it's advantageous to generally slow the game down a little bit. Slow down, analyze more, think more about the play, think about the bidding, etc. I have not truly enjoyed the speed of play that I have encountered today. I don't think it makes for the best bridge. Although with pretty basic hands like this, there's nothing wrong with speeding things up. All right, so in the other room, 1-0 trump went down. So my old province steaming ahead here. Bit of fatigue has caught up maybe with the Durbanites. Maybe a good lunch also thrown in as well. All right, so 2 hearts, either Gestem or Michaels. We'll hopefully see an explanation now. Michaels showing spades 5 with an undisclosed minor, also 5. Now, defensive methods over this type of Michaels or Gestem as we encounter it, generally with Castellane's hand, we would want to support our partner's suit, but in a constructive manner. We often use a Q bid of the lowest available of their suits available. Now, when we've got Michaels, we've only got 1 suit as an anchor suit. So spades. If we had a stem bid, we would have had a spade and a club suit to work with, and that we can latch on with a cue bid. So here the 3 diamond bid is a bit of a surprise to me. Maybe he's just trying to show the natural shape of his hand. But I would have tended to show my partner a good raise in hearts, which would generally be done with the cheapest possible cue bid, which would have been a cue bid in the suit known here, which would have been spades. So my personal preference would have been a 2 spade bid. In these auctions that could sometimes get very high very quickly, it's best for us to show our partner whether we've got a fit with them, especially in a major. So do that generally as quickly as possible, because very often these auctions do become really, really high. I think Castellane's 3 diamond bid was an attempt to show diamonds, maybe knowing that the auction might become high. If he then supported the hearts, his partner could maybe judge a double fit better, but I think it's still better to generally show the fit first and think about the rest later, because there's no way that these auctions do tend, as I said, to get high very quickly. Ideally, if Castellane had a 4 diamond bid as a type of a fit showing jump, that would have been the ideal. It would have said, partner, I'm bidding to 4 hearts. I've got a fit with you, but I also have long diamonds. So then partner is in a much better position to judge how to carry on if the auction becomes really competitive and high quickly. Maybe they did not have the methods of raising constructively after the Michaels. That could be one of the reasons why he chose this option. All right, so I think we can see all kinds of problems here for Declara. She's got club losers. She's got the diamond loser. She's got no clear source of tricks. She'll probably have to rough a couple of spades in the dummy. So I don't think this is going to be a story of success. I suspect at least 1 down. Although now and again we get help from our friends with a bit of a favorable continuation like that. I think this could also be interesting. I think West might well let this go, playing a roughing finesse on the south hand. Oh, she didn't. Okay. Okay, so now the Queen of Spades provides a nice parking place for one of the clubs, but that doesn't really help Declara all that much, because she still has to get rid of 4 clubs from her hand. The defense would have obviously done best to have switched to a diamond, a heart to a heart a little bit earlier. This has really been quite helpful to Declara. Again, I think a heart shift was really called for here to potentially quickly remove that some roughing power from the dummy. Bit surprised again when Naomi played the 10 of clubs that Linda went up with the ace. To not go up with the ace is only incorrect when our partner was not dealt the queen or the jack or the king. And with Naomi discarding a club, I mean, it seems obvious that partner must have some of those high cards. So it is intriguing why Linda went up with the jack or the ace of clubs. Okay, so Naomi could have gotten Naomi by playing the jack of diamonds and just ditching a club, but I think now with hearts not breaking for her, she's in a little bit of strife, or isn't she? No, she can still come to 10 tricks. Because she can actually cash that king of clubs. Life would have been a lot harder had Linda ducked that club. Okay. I have a feeling again we might not get a replication of that score in the other room. I don't think four hearts should make. Okay, so again, a pretty boring hand thrown in here for us. We seem to get those every other hand. Declarer should have no problems here. I don't think 5, 6. I think Declarer should win this and potentially exit with a diamond, maybe to a 9. Again, into the safe hand. We don't really. There's no real safe situation here. South can't have another spade, of course. So, what are our options? We've got 4 heart tricks, a spade is 5, 2 diamond tricks, and at least a club. So, Declarer's got little option but to go after the diamonds. And I think she'll prefer to play a small diamond to the 9 first, just leaving that spade hand on lead. The North might well try and cash out and hope that partner's got another spade. Okay, so again a little gift for Declarer there. I think Declarer should now make 11 tricks. Okay, so again it feels to me like the defense is pretty much on autopilot here. Decisions just being made very, very quickly. I really think that wine at the Sunday lunch was maybe a little bit too good. Not that there was much time for lunch in between matches and sessions. One diamond. Again, I think it's right to come into the auction rather earlier than later. So a good double here by Naomi, just to get into the auction. The redouble for most of us does show a balance of the points on the hand. I'm not sure it necessarily showed diamonds. With the north hand, in all honesty, being so short in spades and pretty short in hearts, the likelihood of the opponents having a major suit fit here is just about definite. So I would have chosen an option where I could raise the diamonds constructively after the double, where I know that the opponents have a major suit fit. All right, so yes, she's doing exactly that, but she has given the opponents another bid in the auction, where otherwise they might not have been so keen to enter again. I think we can see here that three heart or three spade contract, even by East-West, wouldn't have played that badly. But I think on these auctions where we know the opponents have they have a fit, and we're not generally going to catch them for a big penalty at the one level, I think bids to show what we've got to our partner are better. So I would have chosen an invitational raise in diamonds, whatever that bid may be. Some people would play one diamond double, 2-note trump as that, to show the 10-11 raise. Others play it the other way around. One diamond double, 3 diamonds actually shows a 10-11 raise. They invert the meaning, not to wrong side the hand finally. I think it's a type of crisscross, we call it. Okay, so it's still raining imps in Port Elizabeth. Another 10 imps to the PE team. In the other room, 3-note trumps went down 1 by the Durbanites. All right, so what's happened in the other room, quite interesting. The King of Spades was also led on that board. The north hand continued with the Queen of Spades, and Declarer ducked again. Now, if we look at the reasons why we duck in a no-trump contract, it's generally to cut communications between our defenders' hands. And obviously, if the north hand had 4 spades, the south hand would only have had 2, and therefore it must be correct to have won the second trick with the ace of spades. So what basically happened is ducking that trick with allowing the north hand to exit with a small spade now built an extra spade trick for the defense, and they ultimately made 3 spade tricks, and Declarer had to lose a diamond to the queen or the jack, and the club ace was a setting trick. So Declarer, I think, went wrong then when she ducked the spade the second time. All right, so definitely North-South's safest contract, 3 diamonds plus 1. Okay, so as part of the multi, Chris and Naomi play a strong version, a strong no trump version in as part of their multi. I think this shows exactly 20 points. So 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, the normal relay, and now a 2 no trump bid will show exactly 20 points, after which they shouldn't have any problems of finding the right spot of 3 no trumps will play as good as 4 hearts. I have a funny feeling that they will find, Chris will look for a major suit fit, and they ultimately will end up in 4 hearts here. 4 hearts has all kinds of problems, has a few more problems than 3 no trump, I think. And but due to the very favorable layout of the spade suit, if declarer plays a small spade to the queen, plays the ace, she can finesse back to the 9 of spades, making 4 spade tricks, 4 heart tricks, and 2 aces. She'll, of course, have to draw all the trumps to do that. So 3 clubs is puppet stamen, 3 diamonds showing a 4-card major, and the 4 diamond extension by Chris showing both the majors. And Naomi will bid 4 hearts, which will close out the auction. Nice simple auction to probably the right spot. Hard for Chris not to look for a 4-4 major fit. So the hand will pretty much play itself. Naomi will draw trumps. On a diamond lead, though, she's got serious problems. She's got, on a diamond lead, she'll have to win the ace of diamonds, and before drawing trumps, she'll have to she'll have to take a spade finesse. Now when she gets stuck in her hand, so to speak, she'll be able to play, after drawing 4 rounds of trumps, she'll be able to cash the ace of spades and make 4 spade tricks that way. So with Chris having bid, Chris bid 2 hearts, of course, so in a very strange way, they have right-sided this contract. What a beautiful lead for him. So again, this might not be the outcome that will be replicated in the other room, with the West End likely there to end up in a 4-heart contract rather than East. All right, so in the other room on board 9, North-South getting a bit overboard with getting to a 5 diamond contract, and a bit of a consolation gain for KwaZulu-Natal for 5 imps. Guys, thanks for joining us. I think we'll be back probably in about 20 to 25 minutes with the last segment of this match. Thanks for joining us. I hope that my babbling was a little bit instructive, and we'll see you later. I think Chris will probably make 12 tricks here. He should now probably be drawing trumps. Although he still might have problems in what have we got, 6 tricks? Oh no, we've got 10 tricks. So I think he'll probably take the straightforward line of drawing trumps, cashing the ace of spades and close his eyes and hope for something good to happen, which will, and he should make 12 tricks then. Okay, so Naomi didn't realize that Chris had bet hearts first, and she thought that Robot was playing a hand. That is hilarious. Okay, so now it's all over. Chris will draw the rest of the trumps and be able to play 2 spades, finessing to the 8, with the 10 being marked in Linda's hand once the king came out from south, and make 12 tricks that way. So I think that would be a small gain at least of an imp or so, if not a pretty big gain, depending on the lead that will come from the other side in the other room. Okay, so at this speed, everybody will, after this match, still be able to catch their flights, and but we'll first be back with some more action in about 20 to 25 minutes. Catch you guys later. Cheers.